Hello, I'm Tio. This is the Living Workshop, and this is the Friday morning meeting. So today, maybe I say this every time, but it's going to be a short meeting. Heading down to Mass to go do some family stuff. So yeah, so getting ready to head out now. It's early in the morning, relatively speaking. So we're gonna head down there. So that's pretty much on my tasks for the day. So what did we do yesterday? And what did we do this week? Well, I'll do the list what we do this week on maybe tomorrow or Sunday or something like that. Oh, Sunday's Easter. Okay, yeah. Well, happy Good Friday if you celebrate Easter, Good Friday, like my mom does, and I guess I kind of do. Yeah, happy Good Friday. So, if not, happy Friday either way. So, no judgy. Yeah. So yesterday I pressure cooked a bunch of the rye berries. I did a bunch of prep for going away this weekend. I also I did paint the table. I had ordered the brackets for that thing a couple days ago, so those things should show up sometime next week, and I can continue on that. So I'll probably have it painted by then, which would be nice. I also went back to the gym, which is nice. I just kind of do like squats and like deadlifts and like a rowing machine, just to kind of try and hopefully balance out my imbalances in my body from years of having messed myself up when I was younger. So I got to do that, and that was good. It's like a nice little community gym. I went and there was some, not intentionally, because I go there and there's nobody else there, but there was a guy named Ron there. Nice guy. So it's kind of nice to see him. I kind of chatted with him a little bit. It's kind of nice. It's like a nice little community gym. I figured, take my headphones out, say hello. Nothing too crazy, just acknowledging another human being in space as opposed to keeping my headphones in and just ignoring them. So I did do that. Yeah, I got all the grains done. We did some stuff outside with the little chicks. It was a good day. So, also I got this sweet apron for woodworking, specifically for turning bowls. Because I have to put on some sort of shirt, and then that gets just covered in sawdust, and it's annoying because then it's covered in sawdust. So I figured I'd buy this. This has a bunch of cool pockets, so I can fill up the stuff that I'm going to be using while I'm doing it, and also keep the stuff off myself. So it looks pretty nice, pretty sweet. So I'm excited about that. We got all of our liquid culture going, and I set up all the tubing, and I am running the air through there. So it's not on now because it's unfortunately ungodly loud. And I'll put it on before we go and let it kind of chill around. It looks like all of them, for the most part, at least visually, look like they're all good. Besides that reishi tissue culture that I took, which makes sense because I took a tissue culture. It makes sense that it would need to get cleaned up a little bit. So sounds like either the dog just wants to go outside, or maybe Jen got home. Not sure. But yeah, we got everything all prepped for the Rishi Alchemist kit that we've been developing over the last couple years. Last couple weeks, man. Sometimes it feels like years. It's a good thing. Slow time down. But yeah, so we got it. I showed you that, I think, the other day. So we got those things. We got some like stickers on them. We've been working through like the labels and things like that, and they're starting to kind of come together and look better and better and better. I was talking to Jen yesterday about the idea of like kind of like when you're making something or when you have an idea. My principle is that I just try and just get it down as quick as possible, whatever it is. No matter if it's an idea, I try and write it down. If it's something that I'm trying to build, I try and just kind of like, or make up. I try and just like make up whatever. Just make the iffiest version you can, because now you have a thing in physical space. You've already taken it down from the imaginational realm and bopped it down into here. That's half the issue, half the project. Now you've got that. Now you've got something that you can just, as opposed to you've got to make the whole thing, which is sometimes difficult. Same thing as like trying to write on a blank page. If you already have something, then you're just like, oh well, I want to improve this thing, or I want to change this, or this could be different, or I got an idea that this doesn't work, and maybe what if we did this? And you're kind of just, then you can just kind of like tweak stuff little by little, and it's not as overwhelming, and it's actually kind of fun, because then you can because then it's just keeps getting better. But if you try and make it perfect the first time, you're going to spend so much time in your imagination, and you're going to get overwhelmed, and you're not going to do it. Trust me. Just make the thing. Just create whatever it is. Good, bad. It's probably going to be bad, but that's fine. That's fine. At least it's here. It's here now. Now you've got a physical thing in this world that you can work with. Just a little input on my part. But yeah, so we got that. So we're gonna give out a couple of those to Jen's family members and get their feedback on them. So that will be good and helpful. Yeah, so I'm kind of just looking forward to being able to kind of just take a long drive, go down, hang out with some people, and take a little, not have to keep doing a bunch of stuff up here. Even though I like doing all this stuff, here's the thing: like this I'm building this because these are all the things that I enjoy doing. This is my ikigai. So doing all this stuff it's not really work. I mean, it is work because it takes time. And it does take effort and skill. But not... Yeah, I mean, like, I'm building stuff with natural wood, with nature. I'm out in the woods. I'm growing things. I'm turning stuff into valuable resources and things like that. It's satisfying. It's a lot more satisfying than sitting in front of a computer and doing whatever I could be doing on the computer. At least in the way that I live, in the way that I am arranged. I tend to think that that's how most people would feel better if they were doing more stuff that's in the physical world, more things with their hands, like building things and growing things and doing stuff in the real world, because it's alive and it's what we're based on. All this technology stuff is so new. Our whole nervous system isn't ready for it. All of our evolution is not set up for that, and they're hijacking our base emotions. So it's no wonder that everybody feels all these base emotions and all, So good counter to that is just going out into the world and building stuff and growing stuff. Everything kind of chills out, going to the woods. But that's my perspective. I mean, the other people have the right to their own. I'm not saying that I'm right. It's just my inkling, my intuition. But everybody's different. Everyone's got to do their own thing. And I like the fact that everybody does different stuff, because I can't do everything. They can't do everything. And you need different perspectives to see the whole thing. So, kind of like that. What is that? It's like an old Sufi story. It's like there's like 5 people, 5 blind guys, and they are trying to figure out what an elephant is. And so it's like a little you see like a little picture, and one guy's touching the nose, and so he's saying it's a snake, and one person's touching the leg, and he's saying it's a hippopotamus, and one person's touching like the tail, and he's like it's a giraffe. And so from all their perspectives, that they are making an accurate assessment. But if all of them talk together, maybe you'd have a chance to go, oh, I know it has a long thing and these big legs and that thing that you just said, it's an elephant. But each one of them would not be able to get there. So that's the power of having different perspectives. If we all just thought the exact same thing, it'd be big blind spots, and it would be much more boring. So whenever I see a bunch of people trying to make everybody think the same thing, one, I just don't think they know. they don't believe their thing. If you believe your thing, you don't really give a crap what everybody else is thinking. You just go, okay, yeah, that's your right, man. You knock yourself out. Good for you. But if you don't know and you're scared, you need everybody. You need everybody to believe you, because anybody who's not believing you is maybe they're right. Oh God, ah. You just try to be a good person. Try to be a little bit better than you were the day before. Try to improve. Try to grow. Try to do some cool stuff. Ideally, hopefully, get to the point where you can do some good stuff for other people. But you got to get to that level by getting yourself there first. So, can't pour from an empty cup. All those quotes. All right, we're at 10 minutes. This was supposed to be a short one, like I always say, and it's at 10 minutes. So, I'm gonna take 4. I am grateful that I'm going to go down to interact and hang out with a bunch of family members and kind of see some new people and be able to like chat and talk about stuff. I'm grateful for all the progress that we've made in the last week, in the last couple months, and just in general. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for this. Yeah, I'm grateful for this. This is sweet. This came out a lot better. This is a lot better than I thought. I thought maybe it was going to be shit. I thought it was going to not be great quality or whatever. And sweet. So I'm grateful for that. It doesn't always have to be some high-minded thing like, I'm grateful for all the love in the world or whatever. I mean, that's cool. That's cool. But it could just be like, I'm grateful because I got a hot cup of tea. Like, you know. It's just learning to be grateful, especially for the little things and the big things. It's just, yeah. Again, it's my bag. That's my bag. But if you're gonna hang out here, I'm gonna keep doing it. So hopefully you maybe catch on it a little bit and maybe see that it does start to rewire your brain. That's what it does. So it'll have to rewire your brain to start looking for things to be grateful for and good things in the world, as opposed to just being wired to look for bad things, which we're already wired for, and which the internet and everything is driving you towards, because it's going to make you stay there and pay attention. So you got to counter that a little bit. And plus, it's not all bad. Anyways, that's me being preachy. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. Cool. I think we're done here. I'm gonna get out of here, and yeah, if you celebrate, happy Good Friday, happy Easter, all that stuff. If you don't, it's fine too. Happy Friday. Have a nice weekend. All the good stuff. I was gonna say something else, and I just kind of spaced on it, so we'll just leave it there. All right. Thanks. T.O. Living Workshop. Another week in the books. Oh, right, yeah, this is 21. Shoot. Okay, so this is number 21. So this means that we have just built this habit. We have done this. We have consistently, day after day after day after day, for 21 days, we've continued this habit. So we have built this habit. This habit is now shaped. Now it's going to be a lot easier to continue to do this. So we can congratulate ourselves on that. So from here, we'll start adding more stuff in. We'll start adding different videos, and we'll start doing more stuff. And this morning meeting stuff will probably end up starting to go behind maybe like a Patreon paywall, so that people are just can just watch like interesting, so you just watch the videos that are, you know, like informative and stuff like that, as opposed to this thing. And then if somebody wants to watch this stuff, then they'll have that as extra content. Okay, cool. I'm out of here. I gotta go. Love you. Enjoy.